Hello everyone, welcome to Coaster Conquistador. My name is Zach, and in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing Steel Curtain at Kennywood. Manufactured by S&S, this Hyperlooper opened in 2019 in the brand new Steelers Country section of Kennywood, which is a section of the park themed to the very controversial Pittsburgh Steelers, an NFL football team located in Pittsburgh. Steel Curtain breaks multiple records, including the tallest looping coaster in the world, having the tallest inversion in the world, the tallest coaster at Kennywood, the tallest coaster at Pennsylvania, and the most inversions on one coaster in North America with 9. So let's talk about this coaster and what makes it such a good coaster and why it's worth me reviewing today. So Steel Curtain is kind of a polarizing coaster in the sense that some enthusiasts think it's really underrated and others just think it's kind of forceless, and it's just kind of a useless addition that just acts as a GP magnet for the park. Kennywood did undoubtedly get their return on investment though, as this coaster gets extremely long lines, especially because it's the tallest coaster in the park and it's the definition of a GP magnet. So following the obnoxiously slow chain lift, you hit your first drop, which is actually the world's tallest inversion, which you can see here in this footage, and it is the Dragonfire dive drop. It's very unique and very floaty as well. You don't really get any air time. You may get a little bit of hang time, and in the valley, after the first drop, you may get some positive G's depending on how the coaster's running, but don't expect it to be bone crushing or anything. So following the first drop is a banana roll. This inversion is interesting because the park considers it 2 inversions and so do most enthusiasts, but RCDB, or the roller coaster database, only counts it as 1 inversion, so according to that site, the coaster only has 8 inversions. Gerstlauer kind of pioneered with the banana roll, and on a lot of Eurofighters, like Takabisha at Fuji-Q Highland, the maneuver is technically 1 inversion because of how it's profiled. But on Steel Curtain, it's considered by many to be 2 inversions because you kind of level out a little bit. Anyway, this is a fun element. It's very floaty and you don't get too many good forces, but it's a fun element and it's just kind of there, I feel like, but it's enjoyable at least. Following the banana roll is a sea serpent roll, which is a pretty fun element. It's another double inverting one, which helps the coaster get up to 9 inversions. Like the previous element, it's not the most intense, and it's not too forceful, but it's still very floaty and enjoyable. And I'm kind of repeating myself here, but that's kind of what this review will entail, because Steel Curtain is a very much floaty, graceful coaster. So following this element is a very well sequenced part of the ride. It kind of juts out from the main layout, and it starts with an awesome floater Helicon, some pretty good sustained floater air time. Following this is a dive loop that gives some mild laterals, and it's a reasonably fun element too. Of the 9 inversions in the ride, the dive loop might be my favorite because of its laterals and just its cool visuals because of how far away it is from the rest of the layout. Following this is a straightaway leading into a 0G stall. The stall is a little bit underwhelming. I expected to get a little bit more hang time, but all stalls are a good element, so I can't complain there. Then after this, you step up into a corkscrew before almost doing a little turnaround into a cutback, which takes you into the braid ground. Both of these inversions are solid, and the cutback gives some weak laterals, and both of them give okay hang time. Steel Curtain has a very satisfying ride length, mainly because it has so many elements. 9 inversions mixed with some airtime moments makes for an amazing layout. All of the elements on this coaster flow very well together, and while none of them are really that intense, they're all very fun. So for Steel Curtain's final score, I'm going to be giving it a 9 out of 10. The layout is very good, and the track work is great. Coaster is pretty much glass smooth too. The reason it's not getting a 10 is because it's kind of forceless in some spots, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I wonder if Kennywood did this intentionally to make it more marketable and to make it more of a GP favorite. But either way, it's still a great coaster and I definitely recommend riding it. Now for the Steel Curtain wrap. Steel Curtain manufactured by S&S. In terms of looping coasters, it is one of the best. Steel Curtain opened back in 2019 and its layout is better than a punch from Robbie Keane. Steel Curtain is located at Kennywood, a palace entertainment park that is really good. It tracks very well, its layout is swell, and every B&M looper is taken the L. Alright, sorry you had to hear that. Well, that just about does it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, it means a lot to me. Stay tuned for more content, and comment down below what you think of this S&S Hyperlooper. Thank you for watching, and have a good rest of your day.